Alright, we're going to solve some equations. Most of these are around the two-step sort of situation. We'll keep building up as the week goes on and get a little bigger equations each time. Let's start out with something basic. 5x plus 3 equals 23. If I go down through my foldable, if I look at that one, it doesn't have any grouping symbols. There aren't any like terms on the same side. Okay, I can't be there right in front of you to say, hey, do this one, and then let's check your answer. I need you, being the wonderful students that you are, to pause this video and do this one on your own, then hit play and watch how I do it. But you need to practice, so go ahead and pause it, do it, and let's see if we get the same thing. Alright, hopefully you did it on your own, and now you can watch and see if you get the same thing I do. So if I go down my foldable again, there are no grouping symbols. There are no like terms on the same side of the equation. There are no variables on both sides of the equation, but there are numbers on both sides. So like it says there, find the number that's on the same side as the variable. So that would be that 8 there. It's on the same side. I've got to move it to the other side by changing its sign. It's a positive 8. Okay, remember the 8 is positive. That's what we're looking at. So we're going to subtract 8 over here. Don't lose that minus 5w. Bring that whole thing down. Minus or negative 5w equals negative 37 minus 8. They're both negatives. Nothing cancels out, so we end up with negative, let's see, 45. Yeah, 45 there. Okay, so now I've got negative 5w equals negative 45. Next flap on the foldable says, is there a coefficient other than 1? Yes, this w has a coefficient of negative 5, so I need to divide both sides by negative 5. Okay, so w equals a negative divided by a negative. Hopefully you got positive 9 there. Positive 9. And again, you shouldn't get any of these wrong because you can check them. 8 minus 5 times 9 equals negative 37. Oh, I made a mess of that, sorry. 8, and then this negative 5 or minus 5 times 9 gives us minus 45 equals negative 37. And 8 minus 45 does give us negative 37. Alright, I've got about 2 more examples. I think just 2 more I want to do. So if you're starting to doze off, take a minute to go walk around the house, pause it, turn on some music, beat your head against the wall. No, don't beat your head against the wall. That's terrible. Anyway, remember, you're at your own pace here right now. Okay, now these are a little different, and the foldable is not quite as helpful on these as it is on others. Again, we go down, no grouping symbols, no like terms, no variables on both sides. There are numbers on both sides. A few of you are going to want to add 5 as your first step, but that's not it. We're going to get rid of this 4 down here. Okay, we're going to kind of order of operations sort of a situation. You're still going to multiply or divide before you add or subtract. Remember, this line just means division. So to get that 4 to the other side, we're going to multiply times 4. Okay, that's how it gets to the other side. I'll get technical here for you for just a minute. What we're doing here is we're multiplying 4 on both sides. And when we do that over here on the left-hand side, the left side over here, the 4's cancel out. Okay, so that's basically the mathematical rules behind what we're doing. But you've got to get rid of that thing on the bottom first. So you've got C, now we've done that, we've got C minus 5. And over here on the other side, we've got 12. Now we've got a number with the variable, so we need to move it to the other side. That whole thing, it's minus 5 or negative 5, so when I move it over there, I'm adding 5. So I've got C equals 17. Okay. Remember, you can check it. You can come back and do 17 minus 5 divided by 4 equals 3. 17 minus 5 is 12. 12 divided by 4 does equal 3. Okay, so just be careful. Come back to this if you need to. Jot this down in your notes, because this one looks a little different. Sometimes folks will mess that up. All right, try this one. It says write an equation and solve it. All right, I got it out of our workbook that we would have. So try this one. 7 less than 4 times a number equals 13. What is the number? Pause the video, write an equation, and solve it. All right, hopefully you did that, because you practicing it is the only way we're going to get there. 7 less than 4 times a number. So you've got to do this. The 7 less is going to be, oops, get that, minus 7. 7 less than 4 times the number. The 4 times the number, 4x, has got to come first. This is 7 less than 4 times the number. It equals 13. Now we can solve it. Again, nothing too much up on the foldable, down to numbers on both sides. Yes. So we're going to move this to the other side. So we add 7. 4x equals 20. Divide both sides by 4. And then x equals 5. All right, I think I was supposed to be done here, but I'm going to slide one more example in. Stay with me just a tad longer. Thank you. All right, last one. Find 2 consecutive even integers whose sum is 126. Right? You could guess and check here, but I don't want you to. I want you to actually write an equation and then solve it. Remember, sum, that means addition. 2 consecutive even integers, one right after the other. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Those are consecutive even integers. So if one of my integers is x, the one that's going to come right after that is x plus 2. Okay, if x is 12, 12 plus 2 is 14. 12 and 14 are consecutive even integers. It wants the sum, so I'm going to add those together, and then it equals 126. Oh, goody, this one gives us something new. On our foldable, no grouping symbols, but like terms. Does the equation contain like terms on the same side? Yes, it does. We have these 2 wonderful things right here. And when you open the flap, it tells you to combine the like terms. Don't change the sign, just combine them. X plus x is 2x. So here we are. Now we don't have variables on both sides, but we do have numbers on both sides. This has got to move over. So it was adding 2. We're going to subtract 2. We've got 2x equals 124. Now you're going to divide both sides by 2. And x equals 62 if I did that math right. Hopefully I did. Oh, but it says find 2 consecutive ones. So if x was 62, x plus 2 equals 64. So we had to get both of those, 62 and 64. When you add them together, you get 126. Okay, I'm going to assign you a quizzes to do today. It's practicing. I'm not going to take it for an accuracy grade, but there are going to be some instructions. I only want you to submit it. You can do it as many times as you want to, and I want you to submit a screenshot of your score whenever you get an 85 or higher. 85 or higher. Hope you have a good day.